Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be continuing the Summertide Scales and Tails timed event. I'm going to be doing a little bit of treasure hunting first, and then after I do some treasure hunting for a bit, I'm going to move on to a side quest here. Just start getting those out of the way. I think I'll do Kale's next, just because it's voiced, and I think it'd be nice to have a voiced quest. So there should be one in this area. I'm just not entirely sure where it is. Like, it says I'm on top of it, but I don't know. Is it this right here? Like that? Am I supposed to light this thing on fire? Nah, that couldn't possibly be the answer, right? Wait, that was it. Whew, back from the brink. Thank you, please take these. I'm actually really surprised that was the answer.
We'll need more with that.
So I'm going to teleport back to this island, and once I get all of the treasure chests and stuff on this little island here, I'm going to go ahead and move on to a quest. I'm going to ignore the other puzzles and stuff, unless it leads me, like one of them leads me to one of those. Because I know that one of them in the previous video did in fact lead me to a different area. Okay. Now I need to place a brown block there. Grab this. Place that there. I need one more brown block. Where's the brown block? Oh, right here. And place that just like that. There we go. Now, what does the sign say?
Is another man's gem.
Attention, all staff. Please ensure that goods are arranged in an orderly manner. Well, I guess the idea is that it was supposed to be hinting at how you're supposed to construct the houses. I'll give you a good old pat. Okay. Oh. Weird. So that guy's head was hurting, apparently, so
Certainly worth
we helped him by patting him on the head. Where's the next thing? It's over this way, right? Wait a second. Nah, it's up above somewhere, but the problem is that... Okay, there it is. I didn't see it before, so I wasn't sure exactly where it'd be. But it was easy to find once I actually looked up. Oh my, that island is so high up. Yeah, that one is kind of high up. Which one is that? Oh, it's that one with the teleporter on it. So here's another treasure chest. All the way up here. Some enemies guarding it.
Yahoo!
Whoops. Nope. Let's take care of these guys up here, or from up here, rather.
Time for takeoff. Allow me. Whirling snow.
It's just you left.
Kamisato out. Sumeru.
Good. Easy enough. I wonder if those signs, not signs, targets,
and all the more valuable for it.
have anything to do with the next puzzle. No? Okay. It's down below. In a cave of some kind. Oh, we've got to light torches. Well then. I guess I'm going back to having a character with pyro. There we go. So, first things first. You put that there, like that. You grab that, and you put that there. And now it's just a matter of lighting all four of them, right? So, I'll do it. I'll try to get two at a time. Did that work? No? Okay, never mind. I wonder if there's a specific order that they need to be done in. Nope. I just need to be all four.
Wow.
Okay, that's this little spot down here, so let's go back up where that is. Okay, I'm gonna keep Amber with me just because it feels like I'm gonna be probably doing that again with her. I'll blow up the next one. I just realized it's probably gonna have me keep going, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Investigate. Got some money out of that at least.
One man's stone
Cool.
is another.
Oh, one of them saying something about help me? Ah. You gotta take care of these enemies. I don't have Venti with me, so I'll just have to make do.
Take flight.
Wow, that was easy. Open. Oh, that was so close. Thank you. And thank you for the treasure chest.
Unsolicited.
Very
and
nice.
all the more valuable for it.
Okay. Next up is this. I'd love to give him a house. Okay, is there any clue as to how I'm supposed to design the house? Oh, maybe... Oh, I get it. Okay, where's the brown? There should be a brown one around here. Yeah, it's right over here. So you put that right there like that, and then you grab that right up there. You put that... Oh, wait, that's not brown. Eh, whatever. It's close enough. Probably. Now I just need a blue top. Wherever it might be. I seriously can't find the blue thing. You know what? I'll just go with red. Yeah, just like that. Okay, it worked. It didn't have to be exactly the same on both sides.
Is another man's gem.
I don't know why they sometimes require it to be exactly the same and other times they don't, but hey, I'm not going to complain. So this is leading me to a new area. That's interesting. Okay. Cool. I've got a timer, so I've got to kind of hurry. Although I don't have to be super, super fast.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Are there any more on this island? Yes, there are 3 more over here. At least, wait, no, there's 4 more. Because there's one hidden behind this, I think. Are there any up on this platform up here? I'd like it if I could get that first, but I guess not. Yeah. Put that right there. Whoops. Come on, you. Put that right there. And then, where's that supposed to go? I know that there's a black block somewhere. Is that the black block? Or is that the brown block? I think it's the brown. So it goes right there. But where's the black one? Birthday wish. That one you gotta place something there. Probably a red block and cause it to get on fire. But that's not what I'm looking for right now. Could I... let's read this, just to make sure. Attention, all staff please ensure... Yeah. Oh! Oh, I get it. Put it there, right? And then switch over to her. And then burn it. Right? No? Am I wrong? Oh, I'm wrong. That's unfortunate. Let's put that there at least. And then solve this. Okay. Now it's turned black. Very nice. Okay.
Opening a chest is
I
like
thought-
unwrapping a gift.
I thought that those were 2 entirely, like, separate, you know, puzzles there, so... There's something down below, but I can't get to it just yet, so let's solve this. Maybe it'll lead me down there. Collect 10 hydroparticles within so many seconds. Easy enough. Grab that from you. This did lead me up here. Grab that from you. And yep. go. I had a feeling.
Unsolicited.
No
And all
space
the more
left in
valuable
artifact
for it.
inventory. Okay, I'll take care of that very fast. There we go. I got that. Time to collect my treasure chest down here. It's down in this pit, right? It's gotta be. Okay, blow that up. It's probably in the... Okay, it's not in that. I thought it would be, but no. But it's in one of these. Maybe this one. Yep. Oh wait, no, never mind. Something there, though. Whatever that's for. I'll figure it out in a second.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Definitely for something. Maybe up here? Yeah, it's for up here. Go ahead and... Come on. There we go. And that way you can activate that and use it to get up there. Is there anything else here? Nope, there is not. So now let's move on to Kale's quest. Kale tells you that Sumeru's been quite lively lately. As such, you and Paimon resolve to see what's going on. Oh, this takes us outside of this place. So we're supposed to go to Sumeru City. Let's do that then. Oh, right. Didn't Kale say Sumeru City has been pretty lively lately? Aren't you even a little curious? Sounds fun to me. Right? Paimon agrees. Then let's go see what's going on. For our first stop, maybe start with the Academia? That's where all the info is, after all. So, let's go over to the Academia. Oh, it's Farazan. Look, that's Farazan over there. Do you think we should ask? Humph. Even just glancing at the borrowing records... That's weird. It gives me flashbacks to how awful that book was. How irritating. Farazan, what are you doing talking to yourself over there? Or over here? I am Madame Farazan, after all. It's not out of place for me to mull things over out loud, wouldn't you say? But in this case... never mind. Forget about it. Why'd the two of you suddenly decide to drop by? Well, about that. We heard something about a party and didn't want to miss out. Kale told us that Sumeru is the place to be now. Apparently, tons of interesting things are happening. So, we thought we'd ask around. Any idea what she was talking about? Interesting things? What might Kale find interesting? Tainari's tail is getting so fluffed up like a... Tainari's tail getting so fluffed up like a ball of tumbleweed? Or Sino climbing a tree and getting his hood caught on a branch? Whoa, we really missed all that? Seriously? And nobody thought to tell me? Still, she said there was something big everyone's been talking about. Can you think of anything slightly more significant? More significant? Is something the matter, madam? Now that you mention it, it must be what I think it is. Recently, rumors have been going around about a certain book. Eek! That's a classic horror story opening. It's not some kind of forbidden tome or anything like that, is it? It's obviously the book that we were just in. Forbidden tome? As far as I'm concerned, it might as well be. Tell me, have you ever read one of those really, really, really badly written detective novels? I don't think I have. Paimon has. Tell me exactly how bad it was. Oh, leave this to Paimon. For example, the type where you start off thinking it's a locked room murder mystery, but it actually turns out that the whole building was just moved. What? That's right. Or it's supposed to be based on pure reasoning and logical deduction, but at the end it turns out that the culprit was some kind of superpower. Exactly. Or it starts out super serious, but in the second half it just reveals that everyone lost their memories out of the blue. Or it's set in a mountain village in the middle of a snowstorm, and the police officer who's been portrayed as a serious figure throughout the whole story suddenly turns out to be the murderer, without even the slightest hint of foreshadowing. You're both being way too specific. You'll offend half the crime novelists in Tavad if you keep going. Ahem. My apologies. I let myself get a bit carried away there for a moment. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I did borrow a book like that a few days past. So you borrowed a badly written book, but that happens to the best of us. No, that's the problem. Blizzard swept mountain villages, superpowers, police officers who turned out to be criminals. This book had it all, and more. Reading it was tantamount to torture, so it's not the book that we were just in. And despite how complicated it wasn't engaging in the slightest. But there have been all sorts of rumors circulating about this book. Because of the strange marks drawn all over the pages, people are saying that it must be concealing secrets. Do you think there's treasure involved? I'm not sure, but there must be many who believe so. Not only have more and more people been borrowing it, but they've all been specifically asking for the marked up copy. Have you borrowed it too? Yes, I have. As you well know, I'm a scholar, so it's only natural to have a bit of curiosity. So just what secrets does the book at the center of the rumors actually hold? I read through carefully from start to finish. Most of the marks are circles, but the beginning and the end points of each stroke differ, as does the color of the ink used. Most importantly, all the names of the people in the book have been circled. Not only that, but many of them are adapted from famous figures in Sumeru's history. Some speculate that these marks must have been left by different scholars over the eras, each researching the book's secrets, each searching for a name they believed in. Others believe that they are a kind of notation made by different people belonging to the same organization, and the names circled are their code names. Still others think that it is some kind of encryption cipher, but even after finishing it, I came no closer to uncovering the mystery. Not only was reading it a complete waste of my time, but sheer absurdity of the shoddy excuse for a plot several times over. I was so angry that I returned the book immediately, and when I came to the house of Dana today, I found lots of people skulking around. I suppose they're all still looking for that thing. No wonder you zoned out like that. Paimon's guessing you won't be borrowing any more detective novels anytime soon. Indeed. Paimon, Aether, surely the two of you must understand how I feel. Yes I do. Don't worry, madam. I feel your frustration. What's the book called? We'll borrow it and take a look for ourselves. It's called Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. You sure it's a detective novel? Sounds more like a title of a light novel. Yeah, kind of. Tell me about it. Anyway, read it at your own risk. It truly is unbearably boring. Okay. You want to know what kind of books I like? The spectrum is just so broad. I don't know where to start. Okay, so where are we supposed to go specifically for this? All the way over there. There's so many books with long titles here. Let Paimon have a look. Working hard and vacationing harder? What the heck? An atlas of rare rainforest-dwelling species, professional edition, the art of construction of coffee machines. Who exactly reads these? Secrets of elemental sciences. The book jacket even says expert approved. The former sage Cyrus praises this as an excellent entry-level book. And this one, a compilation of summary of common basic grammar rules for rare languages of ancient desert peoples. Paimon's dizzy. It's just so many words. Come on, Paimon, you can learn 20 different... Huh? Is that Layla over there? Let's just ask her. She may know something. Yeah, it's a good idea. If she's not asleep. Where is she? Oh, right up here. Aether, Paimon, it's been so long. I'm still a bit tired. Didn't sleep well last night? I was reading a novel, so I stayed up late. It wasn't that detective novel that everyone's been talking about, was it? The one with the super long name? No. If you're talking about Reasoning Knows Not the Time of Day, but suspense always follows a blizzard? Oh, right, yes. No, it wasn't that one. Madame Farazan said it was really dull, so I didn't borrow it. Oh, so you're not that interested in the book's secrets? I haven't even been able to keep up with my own work, even though I'm up late all the time these days. But way more people have been interested in the book than I ever imagined. 7 or 8 in a single morning. I feel like a living signboard sitting here like this. Kaveh asked me the same question, so he must be looking for it too? He was even hiding behind a ladder before, looking for something. He looked really embarrassed. Searching for something? Hiding behind a ladder? He must be after Mora. That's gotta be it. So he can hurry up and pay off his debt to, wait. No. Let's just pretend Paimon didn't say anything. Layla, you're really sleepy, right? You must be dreaming this conversation. Hehe. I didn't really get it anyway, but if you say so, it's a dream. Thank you. We'll keep on looking. Okay, see you next time. It's not often Layla falls asleep so quickly. Good for her. Paimon thinks we should go ask Kaveh now. If he's searching for the book, he must know something. But where is he now? Good question. But we can try hanging around where he might show up. There's a good chance he's there right now, right? So where's that? Is it in this place or is it outside of this place? No, it's outside, okay. Do you ever think we seem like a pair of thieves? Hiding here to ambush Kaveh? It almost feels like we're here to extort him or something. Paimon's not sure why that is, though. We just want to ask him a couple of questions, that's all. Don't make it sound like we're the baddies. When have you ever been bothered by your conscience? Oh, wow, that's, I'll select the top option. That sounds like footsteps. Quick, let's take a look. Stop right there, cop! This is awkward. Al-Haytham, what are you doing here? Good question. Surprising indeed. I was under the impression that you knew I lived here. Yeah, he does live with Kaveh, doesn't he? Then again, I thought maybe Kaveh had moved out. I don't know. Good morning. Good morning. What can I do for you? Never mind. Oh, goodbye then. He just left. Does he have work to do or something? Footsteps again? They're heading towards the door. Stop right there, Kaveh. Wah! What are you two doing here? Good question. Surprising indeed. Paimon was under the impression that you'd know the only reason we'd be here was if we were looking for you. Paimon, you don't sound like yourself. We're looking for a certain book by any chance, or was he looking for a certain book? I don't know. Wait, what? Here's the deal. You and Paimon pull Kaveh to one side and in hushed tones do something. We're going to read that once this allows me to. You and Paimon pull Kaveh to one side and in hushed tones tell him about the rumors that Farazan was talking about. He also mentioned that an eyewitness saw him searching for something in the house of Dana. How is it that you guys know everything? And there I was, thinking I'd been super discreet the whole time. No one should have even noticed. Come on, get real. You really think that no one knows you live here? Hey, that's not fair. Of course nobody knows except for Sino, Tainari, Kale, and the two of you, right? Friends are friends, so if they know, well, they know. But what if a stranger overheard us? It would be a disaster. It might even impact my career. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I thought he had actually moved out, was because he doesn't like people knowing that he lives with Al-Haytham. Anyway, about that book. You believe it contains intel about hidden treasure, don't ya? Looking to get rich quick, are we? Yeah. Are you really offering to help find it? Oh, now I remember why I thought that he had moved out, because he was part of some kind of contest, I think. like during a timed event or maybe a story quest, and he had won a bunch of money, but he ended up giving it away or something to that effect, if I recall. It's been a while. Shucks, why didn't you say so earlier? So there really is a treasure. How about this? We help you find it, then split the loot 50-50. It's a deal. Aether, after all we've been through, it's finally our turn to get rich. No need to keep yapping. Hidden treasure. The Paimon's probes homing in on ya. Hey, Paimon? Okay. So, what? Wait, what's going on now? Huh? Is that Dea? Wait a second. What's going on? Is this part of a different quest? I'm a little bit worried that it is. Aether and Paimon? Must be my lucky day running into you like this. Dea, you mercenaries are pretty tuned into the grapevine. Have you ever heard of a book called Reasoning Knows Not the Time of Day, or Time of Day rather, but suspense always follows the blizzard? Anyways, yeah, this is part of the timed event. Okay. I was worried there for just a second because it teleported me to the spot, or something, I don't know, it was weird. Wait, you guys are looking for it too? By two, you don't mean you're looking for it too? Darn it, darn, it does. So does that mean that we're finally going to have to square off against Dea? Wait a minute, would you mind telling me exactly why you're looking for it? Once more you go over the rumors that Farazan told you. Huh. If it really does turn out to be something important, I'll be sure to let you know if I hear anything. Whoa, really? From your reaction before, Paimon thought you were after it too. Don't worry, a client had asked me to get her the book, but her attitude seemed off somehow, so I didn't take the commission. She is a smart cookie, though, and it was like she was hiding something, so I thought she must have had an ulterior motive. Besides, I have other things to look into right now. Compared to some commission, it's more important that you uncover the truth behind that book. Anyway, no time to lose. I've got to get going. I wonder who her client was. Is it a character that we've met before? Maybe Dory? I don't know. Alright then, good luck. And don't forget to tell us if you hear anything. It kind of makes sense for Dory to act a little bit funny. And Aether's asking that question as well, so we'll probably find out who the client was. I wonder who Dea's client could be. Hey! How are you so fast? Flying's faster than running. Sorry, it's a traveler thing. Having been through so much, I run fast. Alright, listen to me. It's like this. Paimon, don't get your hopes up. That book, it isn't some kind of treasure map. It's just an unbelievably unremarkable, surpassingly ordinary detective novel. Did he write it? Is he the one who wrote the book? Is that why he's trying to find it? And why he's so embarrassed about it? Huh? But didn't you just say there was treasure? If most people backtracked like that, Paimon think they'd change their mind and wanted to keep all the more for themselves. But that's not something you'd do. No, sorry. I just couldn't bring myself to tell you earlier, so I played along with what you were saying. Here's what happened. I borrowed the book a month ago. When I opened it to the first page, I discovered one of the names was printed incorrectly. Oh, okay. Maybe you didn't write the book. Yeah, I now I think about it, Farazan did say it was pretty old, so. That night, I'd been drinking, just a little, and I was starting to feel drowsy, so I picked up a pen and circled the name. As I'm sure you know, the House of Dana allows borrowers to annotate the books they take out. I'm in the habit of doing that too, so at the time, I didn't give it a second thought. But after I was a dozen or so pages in, I realized that the names of all the characters in the book had intentionally been written slightly wrong. Maybe it would be more accurate to say that the novel itself was quite strange. All the characters' names were based on real historical figures, but rather than using their original names, they had been tweaked ever so slightly. Most people would assume that the author had made a mistake or that there'd been a printing error when they saw spelling mistakes like that. I didn't find the content particularly appealing, so I returned it before I finished reading it. But later on, I heard the book had suddenly become the talk of the town, and that there were rumors about mysterious treasure or something, and you thought it had something to do with you. It certainly does sound like it, so in a sense he was responsible for all this. I mean, like, as far as, like, you know, he's the one who kind of led to the mystery of the book, you know, surrounding the book. Yeah, and I also heard that now. All the names in the book have been circled, not just one. I just haven't been able to figure out what in Teyvat must have happened after I returned it. Did you tell anyone else that you borrowed it? Let me think. Tainari? Last time we met, I also told him about how poorly parts in the books were written. He said I'd made it sound pretty funny, so much so, in fact, that he suddenly wanted to take a look himself. You made it sound like it was so bad it's good. In that case, let's go find Tainari. That's fine with me, but I still have work to finish up, and it's pretty urgent. How about I head back first, and we can meet up again later once I'm done? No problem. Hope your work goes well. Me too, thanks. I'll see you later then. Okay, so we've got to go find Tainari now, wherever he might be. Is he outside of town? Yeah, he's in Gandharvaville. Over here! Or over there. Hey, Tainari! I heard you. How's it going, Aether and Paimon? You guys sure look excited. You tell Tainari about how you're looking for the novel Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. As you do so, you reflect once more on how absurdly long the title is, and how even just saying it aloud makes you feel tired. Ah, that one. Yes, I did go to the House of Dana to borrow it. Kaveh said it wasn't worth reading, but I was curious, so I went and read it anyway. The problem was, there were already 2 names circled in the book I borrowed, and the style each circle was different. It was some kind of game. It was like some kind of game. Someone had drawn a red circle around the name of the first character that appeared, then someone else had drawn a green circle around another name. So, in the time between Kaveh returning the book and you taking it back out again, someone else had already annotated it. That's right. Paimon's sure that the first circle was drawn by Kaveh. Yes, there's no surprise there. If you stop and think about it for a second, guessing the identity of the second annotator should be trivial. Wait, you mean it was... If there are 2 people living in a house, and one of them drew the first circle, then it's highly likely that the other person left a mark too. Good point, it was all Hatham. Sometimes those 2 really are too much. In the end, it is as I suspected from the beginning. The first character whose name had been circled on the very first page turned out to be the murderer. Surely, that's just a blatant spoiler. Like the joke where someone opens a novel and bam, there's a note in the margin that spoils everything right from the start. What kind of joke would be so cruel? That was one of Cyrus's, and it wasn't just a joke. He said he actually pulled a stunt like that when he was younger. Okay. Who was unlucky enough to borrow the book after he'd scribbled all over it? My master, Nafis, and Professor Zaha Hadi, who had a seminar with him that very afternoon. Cyrus said that the master once threatened to give him a good beating by the side entrance of the House of Dana. It was only thanks to my mother and Professor Zaha Hadi intervening that it didn't happen. Paimon doesn't sympathize with Cyrus at all, not one bit. The House of Dana has never stopped people from annotating books, but this seemed like a special case. I didn't think the book could be allowed to keep circulating like that. So I circled several names myself, laying a false trail. Oh, okay. The best place to hide a leaf is in the forest. It's a simple principle. Well, when you put it like that, But still, how many names did you circle, Tainari? Apparently all of them, right? Let me think. Not too many, about 3 or 4. I chose them all randomly. Oh, okay, never mind. Then who circled the other names of the book? There must have been others who borrowed it and did something similar. I'm just not sure why. Who would have thought borrowing books could be so complicated? Yeah, this is a really weird quest. Alright, let's go see if there are any other clues. We'll definitely be able to find out more by asking around. It seems there's a story behind that story. I think I am going to actually be ending it right here. Well, actually, you know what? I'll go watch one more cutscene, and then I'll end it after that. But, and then in the next video, I'll probably end up finishing this particular quest, because I have a feeling it's going to probably end within the next 40 minutes or so. Look, there's Dea. Let's tell her what the real story is. Huh? Candace is there too. So I need to reflect a little on what I did. What happened? To meet you here today is surely due to the guidance of the gods. Greetings. Candace, is this a personal trip? We haven't seen Candace very often. Today's trip to the city is to buy provisions for the people of Aru village, as well as help Miss Soteria deliver a message to the sages of the academia while I'm here. On the way, I happened to see Dea sitting in the cafe looking down, so I came over to chat with her. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. It's just that I suddenly remembered a few details about that book after talking with you. Before that client had even contacted me, I'd heard rumors of an exciting novel full of undiscovered secrets. Out of curiosity, I asked Sino to take it out for me. As a desert dweller and a mercenary to boot, the idea of solving a mysterious treasure map is pretty exciting. Paimon totally gets that. We inherited our custom of searching for the gold and wisdom in the sands from the gods themselves. But that book turned out to be as dry as dust. A bunch of names had been circled, but I still couldn't figure out what the puzzle was supposed to be, despite reading the whole thing through carefully from start to finish. In the end, I started to think it was some kind of ritual, or game, or something, so I picked up a pen and drew a circle of my own. Oh, wonderful. But later on, Miss Dungerzad asked her parents to find a way to borrow it for her. She said the mysterious markings fascinated her, even though she couldn't get into the book itself. If they were just regular annotations, it wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary, but these strange circles, you can't help but want to try and figure out what they might mean. That's true, so Dea, what are you reflecting on? What you're reflecting on is having accidentally interfered with other people's reading experiences, is that correct? Wait, hold on a second. Why did you tell Candace? She's a warrior, you know? Sometimes she has to interrogate criminals and other things like that too. Everyone recognizes that her job is sacred, so when we need to think over what we've done, what we've gone wrong, I think that's supposed to say done wrong, we'll talk to her about it. Please, don't be too surprised, my dear Aether. To me, listening to other people's mistakes is just another way of protecting them. By speaking of your own mistakes and hearing sincere advice in return, improvement will come over time. That's the way we do things. But all she did was draw a circle, and it's not like she was deliberately trying to mess with anyone. Besides, everyone agrees that the book itself is just bad. Don't worry about it, Dea. That's true. I was just telling Candace how bizarre it is. But be that as it may, it doesn't change the fact that it just ain't right to mess with someone else's enjoyment of the book. That's the bottom line. Anyway, Dea, please have faith that the gods will forgive your transgression. Besides, you told me about a part of the story where one of the suspects in the case ended up crawling out of the village on his hands and knees, and he was named Al-Amal. That's right, the detective in the book argued that he must have leapt across the broken bridge like a frog. Of course, you find out later that his conjecture was totally off base. Why is that? Because it turns out that Al-Amal has a superpower, so he could float right across the broken bridge. Okay. What the heck is the book even about? It sounds completely ludicrous. Al-Amal, it's simply too reminiscent of the good name of King Desrat. Don't you think? Though considering how transgressive this book sounds, I don't think it's worth overthinking it. You're right. You know, I can't help but wonder what our friends at the Temple of Silence would say if they somehow got their hands on this book. I'm sure those sages would be able to unpack interesting ideas from the text we ordinary people could scarce dream of. It's normal for there to be bridges outside of blizzard-swept mountain villages, and normal for them to get broken, but for a person to cross one by floating through the air, why resort to such a lame plot device? Is it really a serious detective novel? Sounds more like something out of a comic strip. Paimon's starting to get where Farazan was coming from. If you'd gotten all excited about reading a detective novel, but ended up reading tripe like that instead, better not to even think about it. So where's the book now? Not sure. I returned it after I was done reading it. And back then, there weren't as many markings inside as the rumors say there are. Alright, then Detective Paimon is still on the case. Paimon's feeling lost. Maybe we should head back to the house of Dana? Okay, we will do that in the next video. Let's talk to them again, though. Who could have predicted this? It is precisely because it is unpredictable that you shouldn't blame yourself. So I'm going to make a wish if I can. Yeah, I can make a couple wishes on Emily's banner here. And then after this, I'm going to stop, obviously, like I said before. And so far it's just been weapons, but that's not terribly surprising. That's usually how these things go. And look at that.
Hello, my name is Emily. Is your inquiry perfume related by any chance? If your inquiry is of a different nature, I suggest we find a quieter place to talk.
Okay, cool. So there we go. I got a new 5-star character. Let me see very fast. Oh, there's Kaveh right there. So she wields a spear. And of course, she has some talents that we should look over. So she's a Dendro type. Yeah, there's some stuff going on with her. I know that they added in a new story quest for her too. But obviously I'm not going to be getting to that for a little while. Anyway, so yeah, thank you very much for watching. Oh, I forgot to switch out Amber. The next time I play, I will be continuing this quest. And if I finish it soon enough, fast enough, in the next video, then I will move on to collecting more treasure in the, what's it called? The Simulanka area. So, anyways, yeah, thanks again. See you next time, and bye-bye.